I
Well,
can't.
as long as you're muting while you're doing it, it's cool.
Yeah. It's just.
If it's got to do something like that, then make it work for you. Like
Oh yeah.
let it touch the lower, let it be a muting thing to touch the lower strings. Reaching over while you're playing on the higher ones.
That's a good idea.
Like let's say if you were playing on the G string,
Yeah.
right? Put that bird finger right in between the E and the A. Like
Okay.
so it's touching like right in the middle of them. It's a very effective muting thing. So that way it's kind of reaching over. It's not touching the G and the D while you're playing on them.
Okay. I like that.
So yeah, that's a different muting techniques. Using an available finger to touch something. You know that just to keep it quiet because of the vibration of the strings through the wood of the instrument. Anything, especially on a good bass like that, I mean, it's going to hear
Yeah.
everything.
That's
So
right.
you got to keep what you're not using quiet, which is one of the biggest technical challenges of the instrument. Especially if you're playing, a 5 or 6 string version of it.
Hmm.
You got to figure out a way to keep what you're not using quiet. That's why
Sure.
the floating thumb is an effective thing
Yeah.
for that and standard picking technique, but it keeps the lower while you're strings quiet while you're playing on the higher ones.
Mm.
All right, so then the question becomes, okay, well, what keeps the higher ones quiet when we're playing on the lower ones?
Right.
That's usually the first finger for me. The first finger drapes over. It kind of almost
Really?
kind of lays over on its side a little bit.
Oh wow.
Right, so if I'm on my lower strings, it's lying across all this other stuff. See, I'm not trying to hold it up like this.
Yes.
Just let it, just kind of just rolls over. Yeah, like that. And so it touches the higher strings while you're playing on the lower ones. It's probably something you do automatically anyway.
I think I do. Yeah, I
Because
think
I
I
kind
do.
of, I was kind of thinking about it. I wonder, I was just
I
saying,
don't
how
really
am, how
play
am I
like that.
keeping, huh?
Yeah, I definitely don't have it curled. I know I do. Yeah, I believe I do that.
It's much more relaxed for the hand, and it just kind of, it's one
Yes.
of those things that you kind of fall into naturally. It's not something that I usually have to talk to a lot of people about because it's not really an issue. But when you look at it, that's kind of what's happening on the lower ones.
Yes.
Now, an interesting thing about that, at least for me, is that as I get higher on the neck, that doesn't work anymore. But
Yes.
what it does is it hands off to this
Oh,
somewhere right around in here to where this is now laying over the higher ones.
you're
The
right.
fourth finger is kind of laying on its side a little bit. So it kind of hands off to it around the 13th, octave first, octave second fret. It just goes a little transition. It just kind of goes from one to the other.
Do you bring your thumb off as you go up to the higher?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And did I show you the rail exercise?
No.
All right, this is a way to figure out if you were to say, okay, how can I find out where's the best position, most relaxed best position for my left hand in any area of the neck on any string? All right, I found this by accident. If you just pick a string, and if you put all 4 fingers on the same string, put playing pressure on like all those fingers. Don't worry, no, don't stretch out. Don't forget about frets. Right? You're just putting all 4 fingers down comfortably. Now put pressure like you're playing all those fingers at the same time.
Hmm.
And then like on a train track on a rail, just let it glide up on the keeping pressure. And
Hmm.
what it'll do is your hand will tell you where it wants to be. You see how
Sure
the thumb
does.
will want to come out,
Huh.
right? And do that on all the strings, and it'll be a little bit different on each string. The thumb will want to come out sooner as you get to the lower strings.
Wow.
So when I'm up in this area of the neck, I'm like this.
Yeah, you're right.
I brace at the heel of the hand here. Because you can't get your fingers up there comfortably if the thumb's behind the neck.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to curl it under,
Yeah,
which
it
would
doesn't
be.
work. It's not
Yeah.
good for your hand. So let it come out like this, brace on the heel of the hand, and then let it go behind the neck when it wants to. And use that rail exercise to get a kind of feel for where that's going to be. Yeah, the thumb doesn't need
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
behind the neck. And when it is behind the neck, it should be pointing towards the headstock.
Okay. Yeah, I do that.
It should be doing that, not this.
Oh wait, and actually, I don't know that I do that.
Yeah, don't let it like point straight up. Don't let it point north. Let it point. I guess that'd be west. Like, if you're facing north, let it point west.
Thank you.
Yeah, playing in a very relaxed place for both hands is always a really good idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the way to check it is this. This is what you do. Just relax your hand. Just totally just right. Flip the hand over.
Mm-hmm.
Slide the bass neck in there, and there's your left hand technique.
Yep.
It's that simple.
It's definitely. Yeah,
that's where you should play most of the time. You see, your hand doesn't naturally go there, does it?
Yeah.
Your thumb
it
is
feels
off
tense there.
Yeah, your thumb's not back there naturally.
Yeah.
Your thumb's over here naturally. Let it be that way when you play. When you play with the right hand technique, same thing. Relax the hand. Just let it follow the bass.
Mm-hmm.
There's your right hand technique right there. See, it almost automatically falls to the floating thumb.
Yeah, it does.